Hey guys, this is your 20-minute workout for week 8 of your postpartum recovery. We're going to start with some knee circles in standing just to loosen up the hips. So taking those knees over, across the body, and then up and out, switching from side to side. Just for 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then hands come behind the head. We're down into a nice low squat. Then hands to floor, extend, stretch, back up to standing. So squat, hands down, stretch, and back up. And we just repeat that. As you straighten those knees, feel a stretch through the hamstrings and the calves. 3, 2, and 1. You're then going to step out into a bit of a lunge as you bring one arm across the body, have the pelvis slightly tucked under so you feel a bit of a hip flexor stretch, and then we switch to the other side. Keep that chest up as you do so. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back to knee circles. Just a nice smooth movement as we alternate sides. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down into that low squat and stretch. If you can, try to keep the back straight as those knees extend. Down, stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Straight into those alternating lunges with that push of the hand across the body. Pelvis slightly tucked under, so we've got that hip flexor stretch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just give me a few shoulder rolls here. Breathe. And we're going to move into some leg work. So we've got skaters here. You'll start on one side of the mat. You're going to hop across to the other side and then back. So you can do this with a little bit of a jump or just a step across. But here we want to get our heart rate up a little bit as we work on those legs. Keep it going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay on this side. We're down into a curtsy squat. One knee tucks behind the other, and then lift the knee up into a balance. Down and up. As the knee lifts, the opposite hip squeezes that glute to push out of that hip. Make sure that you're not sinking down. Really push out of that standing leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Down into that curtsy squat. Tuck that knee behind its partner and lift that knee up into a balance. As that knee lifts, it's also a little bit of a standing ab workout. Up and down, and I'm already getting a little bit breathless here. Heart rate's going up a little bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. We're then turning to the side. We've got a few leg lifts here. So slightly bend the knees, hinge forward with a flat back as you take one leg behind you. And we've got a single leg lift to the ceiling. Try to make sure that this standing knee doesn't fall inwards, but it tracks over the toes, and you're squeezing that glute as that leg lifts behind you and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, slight knee bend, brace the abs. So what we don't want is the lower back arching as you lift that leg behind you. You want to keep everything tight and in a neutral-ish position. Glute squeeze to lift. Try to keep both hips facing the mat so you're not opening out that hip too much. And if you need to reset, do so. We've got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to standing. We're going to repeat those 3 exercises, beginning with the skaters. Keep that chest up as you hop across side to side over that mat. Breathe. And if you really want to push yourself, make that jump wider and longer and get a bit lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Curtsy squat, knee lift. Down, lift up. You can also bring hands behind the head here. Remember to squeeze that glute as you lift the opposite leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Relax the shoulders, brace those abs, down and lift. Keep your eyes focused on one spot in front of you to help with balance. Having the hands behind the head just helps to make sure that you're keeping the chest open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn to the side, single leg lift. Hinge forward, brace the abs, and squeeze the glute as you lift that leg up. Remember, not arching that lower back. Relax the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Hinge forward. Glute squeeze. Lift. Give the shoulder blades a squeeze down the back, so there's a little bit of upper back activation too. Should also be feeling that hamstring work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, almost lost it on that last one. We're going to move down to the mat. So rolling down into an all fours position. Tuck the chin in, round the spine, and walk forward onto those hands and knees. We'll do a few barrel rolls here before we get into some strength. So just circle those hips and that pelvis around, just letting the spine move with the hips. Just a few circles one way, and then switching directions. Just mobilizing the spine a little bit before we move into some push-ups. Last one. Okay, you're then going to walk your hands a little bit more forward. Here. Hands about as wide as the mat. Push out of the shoulders. Flatten the ribs, brace the abs, and we've got a push-up, lowering down and coming back up. Try to lower the chest to the mat rather than the head. And as you lower yourself, your hips come forwards with you. They don't stay behind. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands back into an all fours position. And now we've got a leg lift. So we'll start by bringing one knee in towards the chest and then kicking it up and out behind you. In and out. As the knee comes in, feel how the abs work to do that movement. And if this is nice and easy for you, you can go ahead and bring the opposite elbow to the knee to then extend back out. As long as there's not too much wobbling from side to side, and you can keep that core engaged. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Reset yourself, and we start with the other side. You can begin just with those leg movements, making sure that the lower back isn't arching. And once you've got that, if you would like to step it up, add that elbow to opposite knee. Keep pushing out of that bottom shoulder. Keep it up. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back to center. Just give those shoulders a little bit of a roll. We're going to move into a side lying position. So down onto one elbow with knees together. We've got a side plank coming up. So push out of that bottom shoulder and then lift your hips up and push them slightly forward so you're in a straight line. Bring the top hand pointing towards the ceiling, behind the head, or you can have it in front of you. And we've just got a simple down and up movement here. Hips down to the mat and then squeeze them back up towards the ceiling. We've just got a few reps each side for 3 more. 2, 1. You're then going to go down, and as you come up, you're going to add a hip opening movement. Down, up, knee opens, hip opens. Down and up. It can be quite slow. You want to keep it nice and controlled. Down and up, working the obliques and the side hip muscles. 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Switch to the other side. It's just a few of those on each side. Push out of that bottom shoulder. Lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes to push the hips forwards. And we go down and up. Keep breathing. If you need a break at all in between reps, feel free to do so. Or keep going if you've built up enough muscle endurance at this point to do so. 3, 2, 1. We then add that knee open as we get to the top. Down and up, squeeze. Push the hips forward as you lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. We've got one final exercise, and that happens in a kneeling position. So one leg is in front of you. Make sure that you're up nice and tall. As always, brace the abs so you've got a little bit of tension here. The movement is a sit down towards the feet and come up. As you come up, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forwards. You may not get all the way down to the foot. You can stay up here, but we're really working on the glutes here as the hips push forward and the quads as we lower down. Down and up. Squeeze the glute. Push the hips forward as you come up. Just 6 more. 5, 4. You may feel the quads burning over the next few days, or rather a bit sore from this. And 1. Other side. Whew. Get into that nice upright position before you begin, and then you sit back down to then come up, push the hips forwards. And up, relax the shoulders. All of the tension is in the hip area here. Down and up. Only 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees together, feet together. We're going to push into a roll down position and just pedal our feet here. So hang over the legs and then alternately bend and straighten those knees, wiggling from side to side here. Relax the head. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll up slowly. Head is the last thing to come up. Relax those shoulders back and down. That is it for our workout for today. Have a look at some of the other videos in our postpartum recovery series. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And I'll see you soon again on Belly Strong.